So after a fabulous stopover in some beautiful woodland just outside Nancy, we drove down to Bâle on the Swiss-French-German border. We went and explored a gorgeous cathedral overlooking the River Rhine, where you can see some children swimming. It was absolutely scorchio. Then we strolled around the most beautiful town. It was Sunday, so a lot of it was shut, which was fine. There was nothing open. There was a bike race on. But yeah, what a beautiful town. Fabulous architecture as well. They have a wonderful tram system, both modern and old. Look at this, isn't it cute? So we got a tram all the way back to where we'd parked the van. This is the kind of central station of Bâle, which sits right on the Swiss-French-German border. So yeah, absolutely lovely. Then we went out and found a park up on the French part of Bâle, right next to a hydroelectric plant on the banks of the Rhine with a big double lock. So this is some of the footage of the lock. I've got the drone out. You'll see we saw river cruise liners. We saw other sort of commercial vessels going through the locks. Um, just a chance to play with the drone, really. We were there for the evening. We went to a small cafe on the side of the locks and had the most gorgeous cold beer. Really nice, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so that was absolutely fabulous. And just chilled out, really, after a couple of days of driving. It was rather nice to stop, put our feet up, have a shower, that sort of thing, grab a bite to eat, watch the sunset, and yeah. So these locks, as you can see here, they're big enough for two of these vessels, but all the vessels are really quite low. There's some footage in a minute with one of the boats coming out under the lock gate. So took the drone on down the river to the hydroelectric plant. You'll see a set of high voltage power cables coming into play very shortly, just going underneath the drone now. Yeah, note to self, watch out for high voltage power cables when flying the drone. So thankfully this footage is taken from sort of 80, 90 meters up, so well clear of those. Serious power flowing through those hydro turbines there, I suspect, producing most of the power for the town of Bâle. So yeah, absolutely lovely. And that is Bâle in distance. Here's one of the cruise liners. If you ever do Viking River cruises or ever wonder what they're like, this is one. They have a little putting green on the roof. There's also one with a swimming pool. Each of those cabins there, big double windows out onto the river. Not sure myself, but there we go. Each to their own. Another one. Let's go and catch this one up. Have a quick look, see what's in here, shall we? I thought I'd recorded a really good fly past of the top deck of this one, or the upper scupper for some of you. There's a 6-hole putting green at the back. There's a swimming pool halfway along it. There's a jacuzzi. Yeah, luxurious, I suppose, for something that draws about 4 feet, is only 20 feet wide, and goes up and down rivers all day. But there's the power cables again. Yeah, somebody was looking after me when I was flying this drone. So, who fancies a go on a river cruise? I don't know. Do you, darling? Having seen them now going down the river, you fancy a river cruise?
One day, maybe.
Yeah,
Loving too much our van life travels at the moment.
I think having been to Norway, I'd rather do a proper cruise line around the fjords than go up and down the Rhine and the other rivers, wouldn't
Yes.
you?
Yeah, no, very much so.
Oh, here we go. This is the log gate. We stood for, God bless Jo, she stood there patiently beside me for about 20 minutes while we watched the log gates open. I videoed the whole thing, sadly. And you'll be glad to know, everybody, I cut those videos out. But that gate is probably only open about 35 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Certainly about that much.
So, yeah. And there obviously is the gas tank or oil tank or something like that. So I've got to say, all very clean. The lock area was clean.
Yeah.
The riverbanks were clean.
See,
There
they're
was
very nicely on the
no Ford Escorts or shopping trolleys floating around in there. So,
and a life jacket.
yeah, it's quite a drop as well. I'm guessing the drop for this one has got to be about 60 feet. I suppose I should have really looked it up before we did the narrative, so we could tell our subscribers.
Our subscribers.
Tell our subscribers.
Absolutely, we do love a subscriber.
Yeah, so if you're sadly enjoying our content so far, and I know this is the first one with the narrative, click the subscribe.
Click the subscribe, definitely, and ding that bell.
Yeah, and give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up to show that you like the video.
Yes, so
and leave us a comment.
Leave us a comment.
Comments are always fun to read.
Have we actually had a comment yet? No. Be the first to leave a comment, please. That will be absolutely marvellous. So, right, a quick sunset scoot down the road. To be fair, it was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it?
It was a lovely, lovely evening, and it was a beautiful sunset, even though we can't depict it all from this footage.
Yeah, it is absolutely lovely to see.
A lovely end to a gorgeous day.
Yeah, so from here, we travelled on down and into the Swiss Alps, which is where we're sat editing this. Beautiful views down the valleys with glaciers on the top. Idiots throwing themselves off the top of the mountains with parachutes and paragliders on their backs. Cable cars, all that sort of stuff. And that's something to look forward to in the next
video.
In the next video, we captured a load of footage today. We're going to move on, do a bit more of the Alps tomorrow. We've been here for 2 days, so yeah, well, having fun.
We're having a great.
Relaxing as well.
Yes, definitely relaxing.
Yeah, relaxing. That's the important thing. So yeah, and sadly, it's 8:15 at night, and I'll be honest, as soon as we finished editing this and uploaded it, I'm ready to hit the sack.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, there's a sunset behind us.
Oh, it's well set. It's
well
set behind us.
Well set, okay.
Yeah.
Missed sundowners, sorry guys. But, yeah, so anyway, please keep watching, please keep enjoying. Let us know what you think, because we really are bodging this as we go along. So
we're virgins. We're virgins at this.
We are absolute virgins. Where's that sunset gone?
It's coming up.
It is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's like waiting for the final adverts, isn't it? So you can then
go put the kettle on.